Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Villa Park. It is time to get revenge on Borussia Dortmund, not once, but twice. And as always, before we get into this video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and let's go do the job. So since that 7-1 demolition of Zenit, we beat Everton 3-1 in the league. Hudson Enrique getting 2, Jose Werison getting the other, and then we drew 0-0 with Burnley last time out. That means today we're going to play Borussia Dortmund at home. We've got Sheffield United at home in the league, Manchester City away in the Carabao Cup 4th round. That's not going to be a full game being shown to you. And then we've got West Ham in the league, and then Borussia Dortmund once again away in the Champions League. Hopefully we can get some revenge for that defeat in the Europa League last season, get a couple of wins, and that should give us the spot in the first knockout stages of the Champions League. At the minute we sit third in the league. We're behind Liverpool and West Ham, which is no surprise. West Ham and Liverpool by far two of the best teams in this league. We just need to go out there this episode and do a job and get some points, hopefully pick up a couple of wins as well in the league and cup, and then it can end on a high and we can get into it. So the team for the opening game against Borussia Dortmund is Wadsworth in goal, Small, Suarez, Brunic and Alex across the back, Bellino sitting in front of them, Hudson Enrique and Tunjo in the midfield, Dunn on the left, Kozil on the right and Federico Prilla up front. And let's get into it. Oh, mistake from Lafont, and Federico Prilla gives us a lead in the half an hour mark, and it's 1-0, and it was just a basic mistake. It's the second time in a couple of episodes that has happened. Goalkeeper making this mistake. Lafont gave it to Pilat. He'd ball to Lafont. He just kicked it straight at Prilla, who slots into the bottom corner. It's 1-0. Corner kick whipped in. Hudson Enrique. Bellino hits the woodwork and he gets it in. And Gianfranco Bellino makes it 2-0 on the stroke of half time. Perfect time to get that second goal. Attack that corner brilliantly. Unfortunate not to score directly from the corner, but he reacted first, puts it into the net, 2-0. Wasn't a game of many highlights, but we have done the job. 2-0, 2 goals just before half-time on the 33rd minute and the 43rd minute for Federico Prilla and Gianfranco Bellino. Job is done. Barcelona have beaten Zenit as we'd expect, so they have 6 points, which means if they do the double over Zenit and get to 9 points, and we beat Dortmund at their place, they'll be sat on 3 points, and we have a chance of knocking Dortmund out here at the earliest stage. But it was a good performance all told. I mean, wasn't nothing special, but we've gone there, we've done the job, and it's a 2-0 victory, and we killed the game off in the last 15 to 20 minutes. Time wasting was on, lowered the tempo, lowered the passing, went to a cautious mentality, and just saw out the game nice and comfortably. 2-0 victory, and let's get into the league action. Thomas into Enrique now, drives in towards the box, gives it to Daniel, Jose Werison once again, square to Thomas, into Pius, into Perilla, and he's hit it wide, and that is a poor miss there from Federico Perilla. Sheffield United playing some triangles around the back here, not really going anywhere with it. It goes back to Varane. He looks long. Hopefully we can win that head of the flick on. And Wadsworth is going to gather it comfortably. Gives it short to Brunic. He gives it to Hudson Enrique now. Turns out to Kozil on the right side. It's Peter Kozil playing today, not Thomas Kozil. Sika back to Brunic as he comes over halfway now. Into Thomas, who's dropped deep to collect it. Again, we're passing around, not really finding much space. Thomas into Werison now, looking for a couple of quick passes, and we do, and Daniel is free on the left-hand side, ball in. Kozil's at the far post, and Peter Kozil gets his second of the season. Great cross from Daniel, and Peter Kozil fires in at the far post. It's 1-0. Second half is underway here again, which we've pretty much dominated. We restricted Sheffield United to not a lot. Just that one shot on target. As that ball is through for Perilla. One on one is chipped onto the bar. I think he was through 1-on-1. The defenders were getting back quickly, and instead he's chipped it over the goalkeeper onto the top of the bar. Unfortunate there, and we have a corner. Camilo Paez whips it in. Brown heads it over. That's 2 good chances we've created from corners now where we haven't managed to find the net. As Kill puts that ball in, and it's cleared away. It's going to be picked up by Varane with a little bit of space, and he can go inside to Matias. He has acres of space now, and he can just find the ball forward. Selecki, Werison gets in there though and wins the ball back. And Daniel gives it to Brown. And hopefully now we can build something from the back as Werison looks over top for Prilla. He's in behind. He jips over the goalkeeper again. And this time it doesn't hit the bar. It just sails over. And Federico Prilla, being a bit fancy there, probably should have drilled that across the goalkeeper. It is still 1-0 with half an hour to play as we have a free kick as Hudson Enrique puts it in. Brown hits the woodwork. And the flag up? No, it wasn't. It was cleared away for a throw-in on the far side. We're starting to get a bit of pressure now. So Hudson Enrique hits it against the woodwork. We need that second goal because just get that feeling that Sheffield United might nick a goal at the other end. Well, it wasn't a great performance, but job is done. We win 1-0. Change side, 6 changes made. We, again, reduced the tempo down in the last 5 to 10 minutes. Game was killed off. To be honest, Sheffield United really didn't provide too much in the way of, causing us any kind of bother. Pentecostal's goal on 11 minutes. We win. We stay third in the league. Job is done. And now we move on to the third competition of this episode. It's the Carabao Cup against Manchester City. Opening goal of the game, inside 6 minutes, Bastion with the goal. It's Man City 1, Aston Villa 0. Lovely play on the edge of the box here. Ball finding Cancelleri. Bastion picks up with his back to goal. A little 1-2 with Pele. In behind the defence. Slots it past the goalkeeper first time. It is 1-0. 1-1 here. We have equalised 7 minutes into the second half. Hudson Enrique with the goal. It was a really well worked goal from back to front, done into Perilla, and look at the space for Hudson Enrique, fires it into him, good control, runs it into the box, and across the goalkeeper, 1-1. That is a great finish there from Hudson Enrique. 2-1, Man City have gone straight back ahead, back less than 10 minutes after being pegged back. A ball in from the right-hand side, Pele with, was it Pele? No, Cancerelli with the, no, it was Pele with the ball in, sorry. Little 1-2 Cancerelli, ball in, and Adeyemi stooping at the far post. Wadsworth was out of position. It's 2-1. And our good run in the Carabao Cup is over. 2-1 defeat to Man City. No real surprise here. Change side once again. Hudson Enrique got us back on level terms in the 53rd minute, but Karim Adeyemi stooping with the header less than 10 minutes after we were back on level terms. We weren't good today. Man City absolutely outclassed us. We're a much better side at home than we are away. So we're out of the Carabao Cup. One less competition to focus on. Next up is West Ham in the league. Top of the table West Ham. And this could be a bloodbath, especially if we don't turn up. Free kick here, chance to get an early lead. Hopefully Hudson Enrique's hit the woodwork, and we're doing a lot of that today, and it's smashed away for a throw-in on the far side. And we know we're a better home side than we are away side. We're fully aware of that, so we know this is going to be difficult against a very, very good West Ham side. But we just, if we can get the first goal, maybe there's a chance that we can do something here. As Hudson Enrique picks the ball, goes past his man, and it was a poor choice of shot, really. It's a woodwork. He almost sort of chipped it towards the goal. Really poor considering. We've started well though. That's what we just need to keep up. Keep this pressure on West Ham here. Because, like I say, can get an early goal. Who knows what could happen. But I think if West Ham are to get the first goal here, especially at home, we are probably going to struggle to get back into this game. We've shown that a lot recently, that as Pemberton gets in behind Gustavo Pemberton, what a save from Peter Wadsworth. Fired that ball at him, got down quickly, palmed it around the post for the corner kick. First proper chance of the game goes to West Ham, forcing a save out of Peter Wadsworth, and the corner comes to nothing. Pemberton switches it out to Tals Brenner. Can he pull it back? Does for Gunay. Musiala smashes it in. Jamal Musiala gets his 4th of the season. Midway through the first half, West Ham 1, Villa 0. Couple of passes, and I thought they were going to carve us open there. A couple of simple forward passes. It was really poor from us, and that was a poor kick from Wadsworth. And Renier Dunn gets back though to win that. And Tulio got to find the right ball. Hudson Enrique, Alex out to Rog on this right hand side. Forced backwards to Alex. And he's forced backwards again. Just need to find these forward passes as Rog looks at that switch ball, but it's poor again. And now Talis Brenner switches it out to Pemberton. He gets there first, ahead of his man. Gets towards the ball and pulls it back for Declan Rice. And a mistake, and Renier puts it in. And it's 2-0, 2 minutes into the second half. West Ham kill this game off. And it was a mistake. A ball switched out towards Gustavo Pemberton. He got to the byline. Looks up, he pulled it back for Declan Rice. His ball in, and Alex just gave it straight back to Rice, who found out Renier. He puts it in at the near post, 2-0. And it doesn't feel like a 2-0 game, but West Ham, after that opening 15 minutes or so, has definitely come back into it. And we're 2-0 down, and really we haven't created an awful lot today. One thing about today is our simple passes that normally are so effective and we're so good at, just haven't been there. With too many sloppy, misplaced passes, and sometimes we go a little bit long, and the balls just aren't good enough today, and it's really poor. I mean, West Ham have set up here to really nullify us, and they've done just that. As that ball goes through to Gustavo Pemberton, hits the post, and between Small and Wadsworth, they can get it away as we go into the final 10 minutes here, and every highlight, every real chance of this game has gone West Ham's way, and that is not a good sign for us as we go into stoppage time. 3 minutes of it, it looks as if it's going to be a 2-0 defeat. We're going to drop down to 4th. Newcastle go above us. Again, I didn't feel like a 2-0 game. If you just look at the stats up the top, 1.21 XG plays at 1.13, 12 shots to 10, 4 on target to 3 on target. Like I say, not a 2-0 game, but it is what it is, and we walk away with a defeat, and it's so disappointing. West Ham really do have our number in this save. Well, over top for Skip here. He gets down towards the byline, pulls it back in. Pavia headed away. Hudson Enrique can pick it up now. Men not getting forward as quick as I'd like there, if I'm completely honest. Hudson Enrique into Perilla. Alex now looks up ball over the top. Perilla's in behind. Can he get the shot away? Force wide. He does get the shot away. It's his 9th of the season. Federico Perilla makes it Villa 1, Dortmund 0. And hopefully we can do the job in Dortmund here and secure our spot in the first knockout stages of the Champions League. It was a ball over the top from Alex. Really well done. Perilla takes it down. Force a little bit wide, but he beats the goalkeeper at his near post 1-0. Julio looks towards Enrique now on that right hand side. Can he get towards the byline? Pulls it back for Bellino. Gets across in. Tunjo with the header onto the top of the bar. Done infield to Tunjo. Perilla comes wide to collect it. He gets towards that left hand side. Ball in for Bellino, who heads it over. Brunig switches that ball out to Hans Kuhn. Hans Kuhn now pulls it back. Bellino fires it in. It's 2-0, 20 minutes to play, and that should be the job done. It's been not a great performance for us today. We've outdone them on shots. Our XG has been very poor, but we have scored 2 good opportunities here. Ball switched out to the right hand side. Kuhn takes it down, pulls it back, and Bellino fires in across the goalkeeper. It's a great finish from Gianfranco Bellino. It is 2-0. What a way to win the episode. 2-0 victory. Federico Perilla on 14, Gianfranco Bellino on 70. We had more shots than them in the finish, more shots on target. Our XG was just slightly better, but you see Dortmund were better on XG for most of the game, really. But we have come here, we have done a job. We have 12 points from 12. That's what have we gained from that? That's about £10 million just under that we've gained from this competition so far. Sorry, got my words stuck there. It's been a great asset to our bank balance, and we're going to have a look at the league tables. I'm going to tell you when we're going to come back for in the next episode. Job is done here in the Champions League. So after those 2 victories over Dortmund in the Champions League, we have qualified for the first knockout stages. 4 wins from 4, 12 points, plus 11 goal difference. We still have to play Barcelona and Zenit St. Petersburg. The Zenit game, they've then 0-4, so we should be able to pick up 3 points from that to 15 points. That will seal the group for us. And then we've got Barcelona left in the last game. If we beat Barcelona and Dortmund can beat Zenit, which they should do, and then beat Barcelona, they will qualify, I believe, because I think... did Barcelona beat... I think Dortmund need to beat Barcelona by more than 1 goal to qualify if Barcelona were to lose both of their last 2 games. It's a really, really tight group in that situation, but we have done our job. Federico Perilla getting 6 goals in the group stages gets us into the first knockout stage, and we'll have a quick look. Let's see which other teams have already qualified. So PSG and Man City have qualified in Group B, so potentially we're going to get one of those 2 teams. That is going to be a hard one to get out of. Juventus and Madrid are on 9 points, Hoffenheim of 6, so there's still 3 teams playing for everything there. As for Group A, Group A there's still all to play for. Roma and Antwerp on 4, Shakhtar on 6, Munich on 9. Down to Group D, Milan are a point or 2 away from qualifying. They're a point away from qualifying. Motherwell have 6 points, Benfica have 4, Feyenoord have 2, so still Motherwell and Benfica can qualify from that group. Group E is our group. We've done our job. We are through. We just need to secure our spot in top position, and hopefully we can do that with a win over Zenit in the next game. Group F, Bilbao have 9, Inter have 7, Ajax have 4. Still a chance for any of those 3 teams to qualify there. Group G, Liverpool have 10. They're a couple of points away from, they're 1 win away from securing their spot in the first knockout stage. Olympic Lyon, and Red Bull Leipzig have 7 and 6. And then Real Madrid have qualified with 12 points. Celtic and West Ham both have 6 points apiece, fighting realistically for second place there. Real Madrid need just 1 more point to secure their spot as Group H winners. So there's a chance, there's a chance we can come up against PSG or Man City in the first knockout stages. That is not something we really want, but we're going to have to beat these teams if we want to go far in this competition. And yeah, that Group B looks horrible to pick one of the winners, or well, pick one of the runners up of that group. In terms of the league, we're in 4th place after that defeat to West Ham. 3 wins out of the last 5, 1 draw, 1 defeat. It's disappointing, really, that we've dropped down to 4th, but we're still in those Champions League spots. I feel like this season's going to be a lot tighter. If you look down here, down to 8th with Tottenham there in 17 points, Man United down there in 15 points in 11th. there's a few teams that could really get up around that top four, so we need to keep putting in performances every single episode, every single week, and hopefully secure a top four place, because we could really do with consistently making the Champions League right now. As for when we are going to come back, I hate it when he does this. Right, so we are going to play the Newcastle, Spurs and the Zenit game off camera. We're going to come back for the start of December. Man United, Barcelona, Wolves. I'm not sure how many of those we'll play in that episode, but we're going to play a big chunk of those games in December. Get that last Champions League game out of the way as well, even though there's not really much to play for in that, because like I said, we should beat Zenit, that should win us the group, and that Barcelona game is kind of a free hit there, but sandwiched in between the Man United and Wolves game, so we might rotate actually going with a weaker side for that game. And then, I mean, it's a tough December. Like I say, with Man United in there, Man City are in there, Liverpool are in there. You want to throw in Leeds and Wolves, are not going to be the easiest of games either. And it's such a tough month for us. But we just need to keep plugging on now. Hopefully we get a little bit of money. We've got 7 million still in the transfer budget. We've got a decent amount in the balance, just under 65 million in the balance. And obviously if we can keep progressing in the Champions League, we can keep topping that up every single month. And that's what we need to do at this point. That's why Champions League football is such an important thing to this save right now, because we need to keep topping up that finances, get the transfer budget up, and make sure that we can make some really good signings over the next couple of years, because I think if we don't, we're going to stagnate and we're going to fall away, and then that is going to be detrimental to this save. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you back in December as we get into the meat of this season. Big month of December, and hopefully we can go out there, get some wins, do the job, and keep plugging away for Champions League football once again next season.